I'm going to turn my AC off. And hopefully the audio is good. But I guess we'll find out. Let me know if the audio is all right, guys. I just want to get back to drawing. So that's literally what we're going to do. I'm just going to paint some people. I used to use this app a lot. It's called Museum. It used to be called Sketchy, but now it's called Museum. Yeah, we're just going to pick some people. I have a bunch of different pictures saved from this app, so I think we should just start off with like something simple. If the reason is a simple reference, let's see. This gal seems easy. Seems like a simple enough photo. So let's start there. Let's start there. Let's start with this one. Okay, I might need some. There we go. I need some more water for my paintings. Okay, I think we should be good now. So yeah, it's been a while since I've painted. I keep saying that, but it really is kind of true. I did paint the other day at an art group that I go to sometimes, but I mean like sitting down in my room and painting that way. It's been kind of a little bit. Let's just see if we can't get something worked out here. Looks kind of like that. Oops, you guys can't even see. Maybe we zoom in. I hope that's better. But yeah, I painted the other day at a drawing group. But that's kind of different. Yeah, that's a different environment. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of things going on. So it's not really like the same kind of stay at home and chill kind of painting situation. So I'm just gonna try and put in all these like the markers of her face. Oh snap, there's actually people in here. Okay, that's sick. Hello everyone. Hope you guys can hear me. I have a microphone today, so I don't know if that's gonna be all right. If you guys can't hear me, please. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But if you can't hear me, please let me know. Or if it sounds bad, then let me know. Head's not this big, so we're gonna chop it like there. All this is in shadow. But yeah, I feel like I've kind of lost a lot of my like intuition with painting. So I think we're just gonna try to get like a method today. Oh, I forgot to even mention. The goal was to not spend more than like 30 minutes on these paintings. So just because I'm kind of paranoid, I'm gonna actually take my microphone off. Okay, I'm taking the microphone off because I feel like there's a chance it might not be connected and I don't want to check. So I'd rather just do it this way. And I hope you guys can still hear me. We'll just do it that way because I don't want to risk my mic not being on. So yeah, the goal was to not spend more than like 30 minutes on these paintings, but I might spend a little more for the occasional painting. But I just want to get back in the swing of it, so I'm not trying to make anything that's too cool or too perfect. Now the hair is going to be a whole nother issue because it's kind of hard to even see what's going on in this photo. So we're going to try our best. I'm going to put some outlines in here real quick. Her ears here, ends like here. And then she has curly, kind of a curly like mullet sort of thing going on because of her pins. So we'll do that. And then a little bit over here. And then it kind of is tight to her head up top. So we're just loosely. That looks okay. I'm going to go a tad darker in some of these places here. Ooh. Okay, my paint's really wet right now. I'm going to go a tad darker in here, in there, in there. Okay. And now let's actually mix a skin tone. Let's do that. Let's mix a skin tone for her. So yeah, I'm gonna try to spend like 30 minutes on these. And then maybe we'll do one that's a bit longer at the end. Maybe we'll do it like that. Unless I really fall in love with one of these and I think it's turning out good, then I might spend more time. She's a pretty warm, like yellowy sort of skin tone. A lot of orange in there. Maybe not that much orange. Let's just see how this looks. It's a very vibrant color for skin. Maybe we'll dull it down a bit. This also isn't like watercolor paper, so you might need to be a tad more careful with this one, with these paintings today. And because we're working so wet right now, I'm not even really worrying about like the individual like values of skin right now. I'm just putting in a big wash for her skin tone, and then we'll fix that later. There we go. Now I feel like we should work on maybe just putting a dark wash for her hair really quickly. It's a good thing 30 minutes isn't a super short amount of time. Oh, the fun thing about Sketchy, I don't know if I mentioned this, or if you guys haven't watched me before. The fun thing about Sketchy is that you can like post them on their app. This isn't like, you know, sponsored or anything, but like you can post it on their app and the people that you paint can see that you painted them. So that's pretty cool. I typically, well, at least when I used to do it back, when I was doing it more often, I was on this app all the time. I would try to paint people that like had no, that hadn't had anyone paint them yet. But I'm pretty sure this one has a lot of, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, we can check. Let's check. Yeah, they have 31. Okay, so we're good. But I used to try to really pick people that like hadn't had their picture painted yet. Okay, let's do a darker mid-tone for the skin. Gets a tad browner and a tad pinker, I guess, in those areas. Yeah, this is where it's starting to feel a little unfamiliar. Because I remember really well how to do like the light and shadow, but all this in-between stuff I've kind of forgotten. And I'll go a tad lighter too, to, let's see. Ooh, that's kind of, sometimes with white, there's like a weird, I don't know how to explain it, but there's like a weird painting paradox with white paint and gouache. Like, it's not necessarily the more white you add, the lighter it gets sometimes. Sometimes the more white, just the duller it gets. So we'll have to deal with that, I guess. Make this our new lightest value. But that might do us actually some good in making the skin tone not so crazy vibrant. Okay, the dark is not really working anymore. It's too light now, so we need to go darker with the shadow side. So we're gonna mix a nice dark shadow for the skin tone, which is mostly, even though it's shadow, it's still kind of warm. So we'll mix in some red and some black and some brown. This is where we get a chance to kind of fix some of the issues we had earlier. But also another chance to make more mistakes, so we gotta be careful. And some of this is very red. Like, it might not show up well on the photo, but some of the in between the shadow bits is like really, really, really red. Like right here under the eye, there's a lot of light that's like reflecting and moving. So I'll try to keep that not just dark and kind of make it a little more red. And this here too, this bit right here is kind of bright. I forget what the word is, but there's a word for that when light passes through skin and there's red. I forget what it's called. We're at 20 minutes, so we should try to pick up the pace maybe a tad. She has a lot of bounce light on the backs, on this left side of her face. Well, her right side, our left side. I'm gonna try to get a lighter value for her skin. It is yellower as well. So let's see, let's put that in. I don't quite know if that's what I was looking for, but I guess this will work. I think it'll look better once we get everything going. Hey, green dinosaurs. Yeah, it has been a while. It's been a little bit of time. I've been all right. I've been all right. I don't have a palette on me right now, so I'm just gonna use this. Yeah, I've been okay. How about you? How have you been? I've mostly been dealing with a lot of school stuff, which has been stressing me out. But yeah, it is what it is. Just put this blue in here too. Make it more interesting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm having a hard time remembering who everyone was, though. Green Dinosaurs, were you the one that was working on the painting in your room, or was that someone else? I'm sorry, it's literally been so long. Especially since I've live streamed. I've painted, but it's been a long time since I've live streamed. Remember there was someone that was working on a painting in their room, like on a wall. But it's been so long. Okay, and then there's a big yellow splotch back here, which I think is cool to keep. I need to get a palette real quick. This is the wrong green. Okay, I need a palette. Excuse me. Oh, okay. It might have been you. I don't remember, but it's good to see you. Even if that wasn't you. But yeah, it's good to see you. Okay, so I got a palette. Let's zoom out. So we're gonna mix up a better green. Yeah, I'm trying to work my way back into making videos and stuff. I think maybe if I did shorts, it wouldn't be so stressful. So I'm thinking about maybe like leaning into just shorter videos where I can just paint and not have to edit so much. Or like at least not edit the same amount. But I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't know. There's just so much stuff going on. Hey. Yeah, I think the short videos might be more rewarding as well. Because a lot of times when I make videos, it's just like it's almost like feels like no one sees them, so it just feels weird to like put so much energy into it if no one's gonna see it, you know? We only have 15 minutes left. Okay, let's do. I want to give her a highlight, so we need to grab white paint. If I can even find it. Where's my white paint? Where is it at? Green Dinosaurs, have you been making videos about your art or something different? Or? But yeah, I would have these videos where they're like, you know, they're an hour long or whatever, and they take some editing. And, you know, it doesn't always like, the amount of work you put into something doesn't always directly correlate to like the kind of response you'll get. This needs to be mixed up. Okay, I want to give her highlights just in case we finish soon on this one. So we use a lot of white. And some brown. Okay, that's really cool. That's really sick. Do you use like digital art? I'll have to check that out. Do you digital art, or are you more so like gouache and stuff, or watercolor? All right, let's see if we can give her a little bit of a highlight real quick. That's too light. It's actually too dull as well. We need to like find some way to brighten this highlight up so it's not just like gray. Oh, okay, that's cool. Gouache. Oh, and acrylic markers. Okay, that's really cool. At the same time, or like separately, or? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to the drawing as of gouache again. Cause I think before I like took a break, I was kind of used to it, but now we need to get used to it again. Not gonna lie, working with Turner is kind of difficult. Or is this Turner? No, Lucas. Sorry, working with Lucas is a little bit difficult. The paint's like kind of like goopy in a weird, like it's like a gelatinous in a weird way. Kind of strange. Oh, at the same time. I wonder how do you do like acrylic first and then you do the gouache, or well, I guess you'd have to do that, right? You have to do that first, the acrylic paint markers, and then gouache over top. I've done a few new paintings. I did one that I got hung up at my university, so that was really cool. And then I was working on one for another show, but it didn't end up finishing it because I was just, I don't know, frustrated with it. So I didn't finish that one. And then yeah, I haven't really had too many new paintings. Okay, let's put in her lips because we only have 10 minutes left for this one. If we want to stick to the 30-minute thing that I made up for some reason. I mean, we could always do that thing that they do in like TV shows, like Ink Master, where they say there's a time limit, but I don't know if there really is one. You just keep going. Okay, so the lips undershadow will be really red, not so brown. So we'll need to do more red. And then I want to fix her eyes as well, because they're kind of a big part in the picture, but not so much right now in the painting. She must have like cartoon character eyes. Okay, let's do her eyes. And then I want to fix the in-between of her shadow side and her light side. Her eyes are like kind of a gray blue, or the sclera. It's like a gray blue, and the iris is like brown and orange. All right, Green Dinosaurs. It was good to see you again. I hope you stop by. I'm gonna try to stream more. I'll see you. Okay, so we'll do this and we'll let that one dry. And then what we're gonna do is find a mid-tone in between the shadow and the light, so it's not so harsh. Mixing up this brown, but I want it to go a little darker. Let's try, we can see what this looks like. Maybe a little lighter. Okay, this should be okay. No, it's not, it's too dark. Let's see now. That's still really dark too. We can use this color, but we need something lighter. Actually, we can use this color as the eye right now, because I think her eye is dry. So let's make it darker, and we can use it as her eye. She also has a really cool nose piercing, so we'll try to add that in. So let's do, really just go white, honestly. We can go straight to white pretty much, because it's such a small piercing. Well, I guess we can add some yellow to make it not so bright, but we can go pretty light with this color for the nose ring. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. I still want something in between this value, in between this dark and the light. Everything looks too, like, either dark or light. I want there to be another value. I'm gonna mix something up that's kind of pink, kind of brown. Let's see. It's gonna be too dark. Relighten it up. Add some yellow. Add some pink. A little better, maybe still brighter. That should be okay. We'll have to find out. Nope, that's too dark, or too light actually. That's, wow, I'm surprised. That's too dark now. Okay, I think that's the best. Oh my goodness, I just said the goodest. That's the best we're gonna get right now, I think. Five minutes left in this 30-minute painting. almost forgot she has an eyebrow that we need to add in. So let's add in her eyebrow. I really like this brush. It's a really fine, not really a rigger. It's not quite a rigger brush, but it's like a very fine, thin brush. All right, let's draw her eyebrow. Definitely darker at the front. There's some dark hairs back here too, but mostly it's kind of dark at the front and lighter at the back. And in this last 3 minutes, I want to just add in her hair texture, make that a bigger part of the painting. And just to make things make more sense, I feel like we need to cut the outline with white, or the best we can do with white. Because this white paint is kind of looking kind of pinkish right now because I've mixed so much into it. Let's see if we can't clear this outline. This paint's very transparent at the moment. A minute and 22 seconds. Let's put in a shadow for her shirt, her neckline. I forgot her necklace. Oh my goodness. How could we forget? I don't think I'll be able to, well, I don't know if I really need it, honestly. I think I'll work on other things. 47 seconds. Let's just focus on the background for a little bit. Let's just do a little things here and there. Let's do a little, fix the green a bit. $14 seconds. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, I've had a hard time with this white paint. It's kind of just like pretty gloopy. And there's 30 minutes. It's not too bad. That's not too bad for a 30-minute painting. We can keep touching stuff too as we go. I think we missed kind of the facial expression, which even for her expression's really simple, but we still kind of missed it. And then I think I think a lot of it's the expression we missed. And then I don't mind the eye. The eye's not terrible. But I think her skin tone could use work. But all right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we'll do one more. And then I'm gonna relax for a bit. But that's not bad. It's not terrible. I think I could take the shadow up a little more. Higher in here. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. We'll call that a finished painting. We'll sign it and then be done. There we go. Okay. Should we do one more? Or should we just stop here? I think I'm gonna stop here, actually. I'll take it back. I think I'm gonna stop here. I might stream again later today, maybe, or maybe some other day. But yeah, that should be good. Appreciate you guys for that watched and then stuck around and commented. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.